What's up, and welcome back to Talking Backwards, the show where we try to make sense of the strangest and most intriguing stories that come from this weird, I
know how you feel.
Weird world we live in.
Also, please consider this an adult podcast. This show will almost certainly contain adult content. And you know what's coming, Josh?
What?
We have adult content of the week coming up. You ready? Everybody? Shrimple dick.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know, but it is adult content.
Alright.
So, if words like shrimple dick don't jive with your sensibilities, please just be warned for watching. Thanks for listening.
Alright, cool. Alright, now, so, today,
I'm scared.
Today...
I'm so scared.
So, we got a few people here, actually. We got Ash, we got Frank, we got Scott, and we got Will here.
Isn't he not supposed to be him?
I am me.
He is. Are you trying to take Scott's identity from him?
I am supposed to be me, not who I am, but who I am.
We have a minor celebrity in the room, but we won't talk about that.
Yes. We can edit that out.
Yeah, no.
We can edit everything out.
I'm completely.
I didn't say it was adult, so I'm not really in the wrong to say something like that.
Alright, so basically we have some weird shit. I don't even know where to start with this. So this... Alright, where should we start? With the kid?
Well, first things first, I want to say that you guys came to me with this and said we had to do the episode on this. I have intentionally left myself in the dark and leaving myself extremely anxious, not knowing what the fuck is going on. But it sounds like some crazy shit. From, I'm starting to see a couple YouTube posts. I'm starting to see stuff getting taken down as fast as it's going up.
Alright, so brief overview. There's this kid on Twitter named Ty, I guess, or @straightaway, and he received a voicemail, a very anonymous and weird voicemail, basically of a message, like an SOS message, a military SOS. Well, it seems to be military because it uses that military format.
The phonetic alphabet.
Phonetic alphabet, exactly. And I guess someone deciphered it, and shit. Here it is. It literally translates to danger, SOS. It is dire for you to evacuate. Be cautious. They are not human. SOS. Danger, SOS. And then gives the coordinates. And then he says, the guy on Twitter, I am throwing my phone away now. So, that's just the start of this. And actually, you have the video, right?
Yes,
Frank?
I do.
Also, Frank, welcome to the podcast. I think this is your first time on.
Formal.
Yeah, awesome.
How do we do a formal greeting?
I don't know.
Scott has been a returning guest.
I guess she just...
First time witnessing it too.
Yeah.
The bong.
I gotta hit the bong.
Yes,
that's the welcome initiation. There is a hit. Okay. There's definitely a hit. So.
And we can put... Oh, hold up.
Uh-oh.
Should have put a little bit more weed. There's some right here, Josh.
Zach, top it off.
Well, we're just doing this. We're doing this.
Zach,
there we go.
What did you just drop some concentrate in there?
Some concentrate in there.
Oh, just call it dad.
Good luck, Frank. I couldn't.
It's code. Alex Jones knows what he's talking about.
So basically...
No, I don't smoke.
I'm waiting until it gets to that point.
So this is a little clip from a video. So I don't even know how to say this guy's name.
Let me see.
Shineotic.
So just turn it up and play it so Will can hear it.
So the credit goes to Shineotic. Well, I don't know.
Shineotic?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't know how to say his name.
Well, he's a YouTube user, right?
Yeah.
Sierra, Delta, Alpha, November,
So you're up, right?
Echo, Romeo, Sierra, Oscar, Sierra, India, Tango, India, Sierra, Delta, India, Romeo, Echo, Foxtrot, Oscar, Romeo, Yankee, Oscar, Uniform, Tango, Oscar, Echo, Victor, Alpha, Charlie, Uniform, Alpha, Tango, Echo, Bravo, Echo, Charlie, Alpha, Uniform, Tango, India, Oscar, Uniform, Sierra, Tango, Hotel, Echo, Yankee, Alpha, Romeo, Echo, November, Oscar, Tango, Hotel, Uniform, Mike, Alpha, November, 042933964230, Sierra, Oscar, Sierra, Delta, Alpha, November, Golf, Echo, Romeo, Sierra, Oscar, Sierra.
So keep playing that video, because actually we'll just play that video just so that we can get like a good overview from that video, because that's what you showed us. Was
So
that?
you want me to continue with
Yeah,
what,
just
like,
continue
the guy...
that full video, and we'll just go from there.
The message in the voicemail appears to be sent through something called the phonetic alphabet. It is often used by the military or police forces to spell out a message when talking over the radio when it is too hard to understand what is being said. Basically, taking the first letter of each word should spell out a message, and Tyler figured this out. It literally translates to Danger SOS, it is dire for you to evacuate, be cautious, they are not human, SOS, Danger, SOS, and then gives coordinates, I am throwing my phone away. A user then asks, wait, what are the coordinates? Some place on the coast of Indonesia, I don't even know. Later on, Tyler receives a message from a user with a seemingly random name and in a different language. When translated, the message turns into, end the post you just shared about the recording on your phone. Tyler then posted, okay, I'm sitting in my car right in front of my house, in my car, and this guy started taking pictures of my house with flash. Then he walked away. Literally, what the fuck? It's 3 a.m. I am going to die tonight. Also, I should probably include that this happened a few days ago before I got that voicemail. I really am about to go into hiding. Soon after, a user named Uzumaki came up with a pretty interesting theory. This is what it says, pay close attention that there's an S right before danger, meaning that the recording is on a continuous loop, it's not a message set to play once it goes to voicemail. Also, someone pointed out that the coordinates given are very close to where the Malaysian airplane went down. What if you're hearing the black box recording? And the black box records the last interactions with a plane. That's why it's an SOS and save our ship. It was trying to warn us. Also, and this is just to add on my theory, because the black box records an audio message, it also records flight information as well, which is why it gives coordinates. This is where it gets a little far more out. It's an unknown number. Now, an unknown number isn't always a block number. A computer will still read it as unknown. This is also all happening after 2 large solar flares were just released, causing a soon-to-be solar storm. And if you don't know, they cause electromagnetic pulses in our atmosphere. So with more electromagnetic activity in the air, this is why random people would be getting this call, because the signal would be amplified and sent to farther ranges. With the solar flares happening closer to Southern Asia, Australia, this is why it's happening now. A user then asks, if these black box recordings match the voicemail, are you saying that Malaysia Flight 370 encountered something non-human? To which Uzumaki responds, this is great of you guys to ask, because this part is gonna get really fucking crazy. Yes, they encountered something non-human. The message was saying to evacuate because they are not human. Something or someone on that plane wasn't human.
What the fuck?
So quick recap, right? Just to say again.
It just raises so many more questions than it answers.
Yeah, it does. Well, that's the thing. It's very open-ended. That's the thing about it, is it's really open-ended, this whole thing. Like, because there's like, I don't know, there's new things coming about it. Like, basically, the things that makes it weird is this kid just randomly got a voicemail. You know what I mean? With that message, and it had coordinates to that link to a Malaysia 370 crash.
No, you guys keep going.
I'm
trying to get the URL for this.
And then he starts getting like all these like messages from random people telling him to take down his post, and then he has someone taking pictures of his house at 3 a.m. with a flash. You know what I mean? It's just like very coincidental for him.
notepad on this bitch or something?
No.
Yeah, that's terrifying. I don't know. It's so open-ended. I don't know where
You know
to
what
start.
we should do? We should comment on this video saying, take down this post and scare the shit out of him. That's
Maybe that's all how it started.
that's just
Just as like.
But
Maybe,
one thing.
But
they-
all the details and how in depth it went pretty insane. How like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
Why
yeah.
did they just randomly decide to grab coordinates that were part of a missing flight all of a sudden? And why did they decide to just this out of all things be, you know what I'm saying, leading to it? And I'm trying to. Do you have like a notepad on this or something? How do I? Because I want to get the URL in the picture because I don't even know if it exists because he's on the Wayback Time Machine. But do you not have a notepad? I was gonna go back and forth, but I figured I can just put the notepad right here and type it.
Well, you can do something kind of like this. But this
Yeah.
is,
Oh yeah, he put it right here.
this is from the Anon. This is a Twitter post, and he said, "Have you guys ever heard of the Carrington event? It was a huge CME coronal mass ejection that caused telegraph operations to be able to send and receive messages without the telegraph even being hooked up to a power source."
That's so. For those who don't know what a coronal mass ejection is, a solar flare is basically a huge mass of fusing sun particles jumping out of the sun, going in. A coronal mass ejection is when it breaks from the sun's gravity and it's a massive solar flare. Like
So it's basically
some of them can be many Earths wide.
yeah.
And just shoot out, and that's what causes GPSs to fail. Like electronics literally just shut down, can't work because we're getting so much solar radiation.
We had lost power for a second, and someone across, like 2 towns over, lost power.
Yeah.
So it was really strange. But their power stayed out. Ours came right back on.
Yeah. So
And another thing is that black box battery probably has been dead for probably years now because this happened in 2014.
I don't know if it runs like that. I don't know how the power source is. You're gonna have to look it up.
That's what I'm saying. That's another thing.
I can't imagine it would be using any battery, though.
yeah, disappeared on March 8th, 2014. So 4 years later, right around this time, stuff is coming up about this.
That is strange.
So
That's weird that there was a solar flare
I don't-
on almost the
Got it.
anniversary, too.
Holy shit,
Not
bro!
gonna lie,
I didn't
that's
know
kind
this
of
had
freaking
existed.
weird.
what I'm gonna do now is
UFO
just dispel a
incident
few
today?
ideas.
Well, hold on. Just to go back
is
to
there
that
solar
other
flare
thing, that CME event.
Yeah.
Basically, what he's saying is that if a
What
solar
day did that start?
what
The solar flare?
I don't know. I don't
'Cause
know
that'd be
exactly.
fucking insane.
But here's the thing. What this guy is saying is that if that solar flare happened, then technically, it wouldn't send the transmission like that because it would end up killing or it basically what he was saying is that if a CME would happen today, it would destroy all our electronics. You know what I'm saying? So nobody would get an SOS. Nothing would happen like that. But it's just that's the thing that's just so weird about it is that it did happen. This kid did get it, and it has coordinates to the fucking flight 370. So it's just so open ended. And then all right, Frank, you're gonna have to be our liaison for this. What is Cicada 3301?
I'm sorry. Honestly, I'm not even too sure.
All
I'm
right,
still
so
looking
I've-
into it. Yeah,
I've
let
got
him
this
explain
one.
it.
Alright,
So
you
Cicada
do better.
3301, it's very vague. It could be a group of people, it could be just a viral marketing campaign, but they basically post these extremely complicated basically internet puzzles. And the idea is to bounce around all of these different sort of puzzles to find the solution, and the person who finds the solution may or may not get contacted by the secret organization who has deemed them smart enough
To join them as well.
to join them.
We don't know why it's not. We don't know what they do or anything really. What's the purpose? I don't know.
Yeah, but that there is
So yeah, people are claiming that they have involvement, but the point that a lot of people are making is that they don't think that they have any involvement.
Right
Yeah,
now, a lot of people
there's
are
a lot of-
saying that all this is one of their tests, and that's all it is.
Oh,
But
so they do say that.
that's what I've read that, and I
okay.
guess apparently one of the Twitter pages came out and they opened their direct messages to any questions in regards to that. But there's a lot of terms they're using like ARG. I don't know, something that it doesn't have ARG. It doesn't have PGP. I was looking into PGP. PGP is hold on. Pretty good privacy. It's a type of data encryption. I don't know what it had to do with their stuff, but I see people saying that if this is, if this is them, it doesn't follow PGP is something. I don't know. I'm not getting it. So I'm looking into it.
So it's not what they would normally use.
Right, it's not,
Yeah, it doesn't follow their protocol.
Right. So pretty much it's not following their protocol, so they're saying that they don't think it's them. Right. It's not following their guidelines that they would go by for their normal previous.
I feel like there's one person who has been studying up on cicada and all of a sudden heard this story and it's like, yeah, that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? I think this is a false connection.
Okay.
The reason they do
personally.
that is because there's all these QR codes out there giving out all these images and shit, and that's why people are starting to think that is because that's what they do. They just send out these images, and it's supposed to be a decoded message or something.
So, I want to move on to the next sort of question I have.
What is that?
The non-human aspect.
Yes. So basically, here's from the Anon. Oh, I don't even know how to say it. The Anon 16 at the Anon 16. He posted a bunch of theories himself, saying that he thinks that this is not from a black box. Okay, he thinks that this is actually from maybe one of the past. He doesn't really know. He's just coming up with a theory, but he thinks it could be from one of the passengers on the plane got abducted, and he's sending a message.
Frank has the other one. Some video we watched that was saying the phantom things. Oh no, you read it, or you heard about it somehow.
One thing they said was some guy read how when it first happened, the plane crashing, he remembers them blaming it on some 20-year-old Arabic kid or something that was on the plane, and there was an article about it, and then it all went away, and he could never find it again. But what I'm looking at now is I'm on UFO Casebook, and I'm on the Wayback Machine trying to pull up an article that doesn't exist anymore. It's like an archive, and it has a lot of secret shit about the doesn't find it, man. How did he find it on the video? This video is only a week old, bro. It's not there. I don't understand.
See, that's another weird thing about all this. Is things just
Right.
keep getting taken down and taken down.
Yeah,
Reddit took down a bunch of stuff.
When Reddit's taking down stuff, that's where
right.
that's the info that I'm trying to
Reddit
process.
usually is one of those places you can go to rely on information like that in a way. And if they're taking it down, then that means it's really breaking certain barriers that, that they're scared about. They're like, no, you can't be talking about this.
Or the
Delete it.
government just overrides them.
That too. Or they tell them, listen, here's a list of things that we don't, there's no exceptions. If it comes up, delete it. No questions asked.
Yeah.
Block them, delete them, ban them, whatever.
So was it deleted on a subreddit or just Reddit itself? Because subreddits are moderated by other users.
Well,
and
the
shit,
thing
so-
I'm trying to find was on UFO Casebook. It's a forum where it's kind of like a leak forum where you can find, information. People listen to radios and to the Air Force and different,
Oh, no shit.
not the Air Force, but pilot
stuff
radios
like
and
that.
planes
Yeah,
and everything.
yeah,
So
yeah.
they'll post what they find and what they hear. And what this guy found in the video we were just listening to was something going on about the Malaysian airline and where it was last found and just a lot of conspiracies and what the government thinks it was. And he even said it was so long it took him days to go through it. And he's on Wayback Machine, and I took the link that he had, and maybe I did it wrong, but I'm not finding anything on it.
So it's completely removed.
Hold on. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong thing. Got the Twitter page. But, oh my god.
Page doesn't exist.
It's all shut down, isn't it? It's all gone.
How do they delete archives like that?
So we
The
got
thing is, I'm going off the video, so like I have the video paused. I'm looking at his. It's the date that I got wrong. What's the date in the top corner? He's got March.
We're actively figuring out this mystery here on the
So
podcast today.
just to think about this again, we have a random kid receiving a message that we don't. That's so open ended, and who knows if it's fake or not. And it just it has the Malaysian airline coordinates in it for whatever reason.
Here's the thing.
And then we have all these people posting, like anonymous people posting all over the internet, random videos with codes and all these like ciphers and stuff. And when you figure out these ciphers, some of them say like 1 Earth month or the end is coming and April 14th. And it's just like all connecting to this.
18th.
Yeah, April 18th. April. But it's just, I don't know.
So, as someone who reads through a lot of this all the time and does his own research, this is my breakdown so far of the information that I've been given. The core of this mystery itself is this guy's...
Got the Twitter.
Okay, well, let's absorb this information, then I'll say it.
No. You want to say? Go ahead.
Alright, so the core of this story is the voicemail. And somewhere in that video it said that the coordinates in it are near where the plane crashed. Not exactly. That is the end of what you can reliably say is accurate information, because there may be no connection to the plane crash at all, because they can't prove that this message was from the black box or anything. So what is the operation? Going off of just the information that you can consider accurate, we have some sort of warning
I found
message.
it. I'm sorry, but go on. Keep going.
We have some sort of warning message saying that there are non-humans, and the coordinates were in Malaysia. Was that it?
Yeah.
Or
where are the coordinates?
yeah.
to?
So I was led to assume it was in Malaysia.
Someplace on the coast of Indonesia.
Oh, okay, yeah, Indonesia.
Yeah, near Malaysia.
Yeah. So it might not actually be related to the plane crash at all. There has been in that region just culturally.
But then another weird thing is someone hit that kid Tyler up and was like, in Arabic, end the post you just shared about your recording on your phone.
What did they say?
He said, end the post you just shared about the recording on your phone. And then that's when he started freaking out. And then he said, also, I should probably include that this happened a few days ago before I got that voicemail. I am really about to go into hiding. He said, okay, I'm sitting in my car right now in front of my house, and this guy started taking pictures of my house with a flash. Then he walked away. Literally, what the fuck, it's 3 a.m., I'm going to die tonight. But that happened before he received the voicemail.
Okay, so maybe that...
But that's another thing, too. Like, what's going on with this kid now? I haven't heard anything.
He deactivated his Facebook because he didn't want all the attention. And that's where it left off on Reddit. It says that he's deactivated his Facebook because he didn't want all the attention.
How are we supposed to know he's okay?
I know, right? Like, what the fuck?
He said something. Hold on, ready?
So has there been like a Men in Black encounter where they came to... Well, that's not really a joke, because in real life... In real life, like, I don't know if you've gone over real Men in Black encounters, but they come to you, they threaten you. They don't seem human.
So-
They're like featureless faces. They
Yeah, I
have no
actually
emotion.
heard about
like,
that. Like, yeah, the Men in Black, they're like weirdly...
They're not even supposed to be human. They're supposed to be actually black masked people or faced, and they're not even technically supposed to be human. They're supposed
Like, I
to
heard
be
they're
like
weird. Like, I forgot like the description that the guy gave. It
You
was
don't
like
ever
a bald, really tall and bald,
pale.
pale guy, and he had gloves on.
Sounds like 47
Yeah.
from Hitman.
Yeah.
That's the exact description.
Yeah.
Well, that's the whole idea, is that they're supposed to be as like anonymous looking as possible, as generic, and they
They
don't
just vanish whenever they do get notice. You blink and they're just gone or whatever.
Yeah, that's another thing too.
Like
yeah.
if they get too much attention, they know. You can
'Cause there
just
was
look
this-
at them and
there
they
was
know.
this thing
You know what I'm
about,
saying?
like-
And then they're like, right?
Yeah.
They're nothing worries them. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not us.
So what I have right here, just because I pulled it up, assuming that there's something extraterrestrial related happening in Indonesia that somehow got out to this kid's voicemail, like maybe it was just one random person dialing a random number to try to get an idea out.
My question is, I wonder if there's been, like, if this was a transmission, that would mean that probably multiple people got this random voicemail.
Maybe. It's probably sitting in my inbox. I haven't checked my voicemails in forever. But I just looked up UFO sightings in Indonesia, and there are many, like, notable ones. I got...
Frank has the stuff pulled up on the page, and he was doing some jaw dropping.
There are 19 major UFO sightings in Indonesia between 1953 and 2011. And I'm not even going to begin to go into those because I just found that information, but there are links. There's a Wikipedia page, UFO sightings in Indonesia, and it links to every single one of the reportings. But I'm not going to go into those now. But just saying, this has been an active area for unknown shit happening.
For at least, like, 60 years.
Almost 70 years, yeah.
70 years. Damn.
Today's date.
Today is the 26th.
Hold on, Frank. I am just going to do one thing.
Yeah, do it up, man.
I'm going to go back over here.
Yes, sir.
Well, while you guys do that, I'm going to take this time to dispel a couple myths about this. Because we have people telling us ideas like that this is all viral marketing for a movie. I don't think a movie would be so heavy-handed to, like, bring in the Malaysian tragedy aspect to try to promote a movie. Like, I don't see a movie going to this level of viral marketing in a way that would offend people. Because if they're savvy enough to market this way...
Does it enough that so sneakily that people don't even fucking notice?
Well, then it's...
Some sort of manipulation without it, like, that could really happen.
What if it's a documentary?
What I'm gonna say now is if this is anything, it's the new fucking Cloverfield movie.
Borat goes to Indonesia. I don't know.
I'm not about to pull the Borat voice out of retirement.
I mean, that should go
After,
pretty
like,
far.
10
Who would
years.
do something like that? I don't know. I'm just kidding. I'm not saying he would do that. He's a brilliant man. He's made some incredible movies, some would say.
You need a laptop. Yeah, you have your little laptop. You could be laptopping it up.
I should have brought my tablet.
Alright, so at this point in the podcast, I think we're gonna take a quick break and talk about...
what was Frank gonna say? Frank,
I
you
totally forgot.
Yeah,
I
so
literally did. I've been sitting here trying to remember what I was gonna say.
As
Alright.
soon as you pulled the page up, you saw something and you were like,
I don't remember anything I was gonna say because I've been thinking all
go to
kinds
the
of
top
shit.
of the page.
No, there's literally like 4,000 to 5,000 posts here. I don't even remember the last one I was at because I hit the thing and I was like, oh, there it goes.
So currently, as it stands, it's still as open-ended as it was.
So we're gonna take a quick break. You're gonna hear just a couple things from us, and we'll be back right after. And we need to take a break and repack our shit right now.
We need to reprocess the brain.
Yeah, and then we're gonna get back at this, and we're gonna see what we think. We're gonna take it to the whole group and get thoughts on this. So I'm trying to take like an... Cut it! Cut that shit!
Cut it. Cut it.
Hello! You're welcome to BSP, the Idiosyncrasy Files.
A podcast where two idiots debate strange phenomena.
I'm Cody, I'm the skeptic.
And I'm Chris, I'm the believer.
And in this special commercial-sode, we're taking you down memory lane and sharing our favorite episodes.
What was yours?
I liked the Simulacra episode where Jesus gets burned into toast, and I got to debunk it by burning loaves of bread until we made a rabbit. And yours?
Mine, Skinwalkers, because that one scared the, you know what, out of me.
Out of a lot of people.
You can find us wherever you listen to podcasts by searching BS Pod PHX. Bye!
All right, guys, welcome back. Thank you for sticking with us through our little bit of commercials. This is crazy.
Yes, it is.
So, just a quick recap, and as I think I understand
quick recap.
it. Yeah, Josh, you take over on this one.
Tyler, man named Tyler, gets an anonymous voicemail. Anonymous voicemail of some military phonetic alphabet. Has a message in it talking about danger, they are not human. And it has coordinates to the Malaysia 370 flight. Potentially.
To where?
But the coordinates are, they point off the coast of Malaysia. So, and that's potentially where, you know, the flight went down. This is not confirmed at all, but... So far, though, there's that, and then him getting all these random threats on Twitter from people telling him to take his post down because he posted it on Twitter. And then him getting also, actually a few days prior from getting the message, a black van, or not even a black van, they just said a guy standing outside his house taking pictures with a flash at 3 a.m. And he posted that on Twitter as well. And then it leads to all these other anonymous people following that, like, few days following that post, all these random anonymous Twitter people posting all these, like, hex and, like, symbolism type things that are all related to this same Malaysia 370 voice message thing, and then, like, a bunch of people started deciphering these, like, you know, like, hex, I don't even know what you call them. What are they? What do you call them?
Encrypted messages?
Yes, thank you, Scott. Encrypted messages. Oh, alright. So a bunch of encrypted messages, and people start to figure them out, and they say 1 Earth month until they come. And the end is coming, and April 18th, the end is coming.
But some of these things have been proven as not reliable.
Yeah, they're all debunked or proven that it's a hoax. And that some people suggest that it's Cicada 3301 and they're a crazy, you know, what is it? Are they, you call them, what are they? Fuck, Scott, where are you?
What's up?
What is it called again?
I wasn't listening.
Encrypted what?
Encrypted messages.
Encrypted messages. Alright, thank you.
Messages?
So, Cicada 3301, they got these encrypted messages that they sometimes set out, or they used to send out.
You know, if only there was the secure way you could send this bit of information from you, Scott, to you, Josh. What would you call that, though?
I don't know. An encrypted message.
Oh, shit!
Or a message.
So basically, people were saying that it could be them doing all the, but then other people debunked it and saying that they don't troll like that. So basically, there's all these random people on the internet coming up with theories that it could be aliens, it could be this, it could be a bunch of trolls, it could be. But that's the thing. The one thing that it's coming back to is why the hell would this kid get this random ass message? Why is there all these people threatening him on Twitter? And then why was someone taking pictures of his house?
It's actually not just one, it's two of those things. It's aliens that are trolling us.
And aliens that are trolling us, yes.
I mean, they must have some kind of internet. And
then what's up with the black box? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they have to.
So the idea...
what's up with the black box, too? Like,
there
what if
is
that's
no
fake?
supporting evidence that it's the black box.
But here's the thing.
Now my cat's going crazy.
So now, dude, to close it off though,
Just
what's
run
up with
back and
the
forth.
Malaysia 370 flight?
Does no one notice this? The
Oh,
cat's just running back and forth randomly.
Oh, yeah, he's excited.
Oh, what? Nothing?
He's sniffing the
Aliens.
couch.
Before the cat was staring at the ceiling.
No, nobody. Giorgio's too close. Aliens.
Wait.
you gotta get the hair.
Gotta get the hair. This is an audio format. But
He's putting hair. There you go.
Giorgio A. Tsoukalos, I think. I can't pronounce his middle name, I think. I can't pronounce his whole name.
But the flight, still to this day, has not been recovered. People there was 200 plus people, 230 something people that went missing. Nobody has been accounted for. The French apparently released satellite photo imagery of, I think, these possible floating rafts in the area of where the flight possibly went down. I mean, the plane possibly went down.
yeah.
But none of that's been confirmed by anybody else. That it's just like someone just somehow released that information and then people tried following up on it and like there's nothing. And so basically this plane just disappeared and there are slight pieces found from it. Like the plane, like there's like, I guess 2 parts of the wing or something. There's like been confirmed things, but then I guess there's some of the people, like some of the family members of the flight, I guess are extremely pissed and they have like this feeling, I guess, that their loved ones are somehow still alive and just somewhere, like abducted. And that's where this whole abducted probably thing, because I guess there's a few, I mean, without getting too deep, I guess there's a lot more crazier like conspiracy theories on this.
Yeah, and that's something I was trying
And
to
that's
avoid.
the thing. This is just
it's
without
too
getting into this,
open-ended.
all these conspiracy theories that are already there. Now we have a new one that just came up just because this random kid on Twitter got a message.
So, here's what I think. Here's what I think. I'm gonna take the skeptic's view on this one real quick, because I think that's very important to a situation like this. We have not confirmed that the story is true. This kid is actively hiding from the story now, which is either, that's not really, in a sense, derogatory towards him. So, like, if this thing was blowing up and I had just made something up, yeah, I would drop the internet. If this was blowing up, and this is just me personally, I would feel like as a target to something, possibly government-wise, the safest way to do it is to make sure you stay in the public eye. So, they can't shut you up without drawing too much attention. So, that's how I
Unless
personally
he just got
would feel.
taken off.
It says Ty's Twitter account has been altered to make believe it's a 15-year-old girl now.
Oh wow, I didn't read that.
Well, I'm on Snopes.
Holy shit! So he really is trying to get people to fuck off.
Or it's
Maybe-
just a huge troll account and that person
Right.
was never real to begin with.
Right.
I mean, that's what even with like deep web shit, it's like, what do you have to do to get a page on deep web and like maybe throw some crazy shit up? And even if we want to take it a step further, just make a crazy video and you do some crazy shit, you can fucking be the designer of the whole thing. You can make a fucking video blow up. But then you can also bring a lot of people into the mix.
Make, I guess, all these random trolls, I guess you could say, come... Because let's just say this is a troll, right?
One brought out others, they follow
So we got
leader.
one troll, yeah, and then all of a sudden, like, not
go, I'm
even
gonna add to
within
it.
hours,
Everyone's a wannabe.
another, like, all
Maybe
these
they
other
just
trolls
follow.
coming up with all these, like, crazy ciphers
Adding to it.
and encrypted messages. Yeah,
a lot
adding
of it.
to it.
Well, like I told you, the Twitter page, we didn't go through it. But if we can find it, which give me 10 minutes, I can find it probably. It even says, fucking, you guys are all a bunch of niggas. I was just kidding. Here's my boy SoundCloud.
Just debunking the whole thing.
Well, he was one of the pages posting all kinds of things, all the numbers, and at the end of all the numbers was 41818. And he even says, he's just like, I was just fucking with y'all.
Dropping a mixtape.
Well,
Right.
I guess the
I went to the SoundCloud. I went to the SoundCloud. It wasn't that I tied
The Malaysian
kid.
government is withholding key factors, including that the aircraft may have been seen flying when search and rescue crews were already scoring the area.
Well, they think that the plane would continue flying for 6 hours after they lost contact.
And it said that military might have seen it flying dark and off course, but they didn't take any action.
Well, they're thinking somebody abruptly drove off course. Somebody hijacked it.
I don't know.
Well, then another thing says somebody
said
wasn't.
They did a poll on CNN in 2014, and percentage of people thought it could have been aliens back then.
It's 4 years ago.
You know, when
Still not found.
back then they also way back
90%
then
of Americans.
they also aired War of the Worlds when it first came out on radio, and people thought they were actually being invaded by aliens because they didn't know it was just reading fiction. So
Oh yeah, I remember that.
basically, people were just run into bunkers and shit. It was crazy. It was nuts.
So that was like an accidental false flag attack, and
I think it was 50s or some shit. I don't even know.
That was
So I have one more question about the only thing I'm personally considering in this is the available evidence, which is just the video itself. This is obviously posted out
They
like
still
it's
haven't found anything significant at all to do with the plane.
okay.
What about the crash? Yeah, they never
Yeah,
located
they
it.
stopped actually searching, I think, January 10th,
2017.
2018. It just said maybe they just restarted then.
No, I think they ended last year. Maybe
Well,
it
in
was
the thing I
recently.
just read, it said 2018.
I can't find
January.
that fucking Twitter page.
So here we go. My last question concerning the actual footage, and it's assuming that this is a military sort of message.
Yep.
I think is bad because anyone can create that radio signal.
Well, one of the things that I guess made it pointed to it being a military signal was the fact that it started with an S, which was the end of the SOS. Basically saying that it was on a loop.
Yeah.
So it just it does follow the black box, I guess.
Right, it just plays and plays and plays and plays. It has nothing to do with the
plays.
voicemail triggering it saying leave the message after the beep. Right.
Yeah, so he just got it, and it just started at one point and went on for until whatever. You know what I mean?
So,
I mean that's a pretty big troll, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I guess you would feel pretty good at this point if it is a troll.
it is a very simple troll to do too. Just to load that
Is there
sound
any-
file up and just hit play and let it loop.
Is there a program? I bet there's a program out there where
Yeah, you can get the computer the female voice and just have it do whatever you want and spell
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. It's
Absolutely.
simple. Yeah.
But my one question is, this is an SOS. This is an emergency sort of communication. Don't we have better... Come on. If it was a real emergency, wouldn't they have used a different direction of communication?
What if that's the only way?
Well,
What if we are just transmitting it through, like they said, the fucking solar flare?
Yeah. What if, because it was a large...
It's a fucking black box, and if it is out of, in a sense, this time zone, I don't know, that's not what I want to say, but you know what I mean,
Well, apparently they had a solar flare on their side recently, and that's why it makes sense, because it happened on the Asian Australian side.
we just had a solar flare.
Yeah, and they did too, I guess.
Well, I mean, isn't the same solar
That
flare
cicada
gonna
page
affect
or whatever
everyone?
posted a bunch of shit. I
don't
guess.
Would a solar flare disrupt
Is there an
the
official
frequency
page?
of a radio wave?
That's
It
the thing
says
that's
it's
tough
going
too,
to. That's the thing is, the article I read said that solar flares are going to disrupt GPSs, cell phone service,
No, I mean,
Wi-Fi.
I'm sure it would distort the signal in some sort of way, because it is a solar flare.
But would it
could
amplify a
technically
signal? Would it amplify a signal?
As much as it could take away our signal, it could amplify another
Found
one.
it.
Especially if it's going off of a magnetic field.
Frank's got something.
Frank's got something. What do we got?
What do we got, Frank?
What do you got, Wiki Man?
The account's suspended.
The account was... Oh, that guy.
I was looking at it today, man.
See, look at that. The account's suspended. It's just left and
It's
right.
the one that even said that, oh, hey, we're fucking with you. Here's the SoundCloud. That's probably why they suspended it, because it was fucking all that bullshit.
Wow.
Damn, I just dug for all that. Maybe they got screenshots of it.
God damn.
I should
So-
try that.
Should we call it on this note?
Use the Wayback
back
Machine
to it?
for most things. If it was up earlier today, maybe
Use
just
the
like get a
Wayback
snapshot
Machine.
of it.
Yeah.
Because a lot of those archives like snap like every like couple hours. Like they just go around Google and just skim results and just snapshot shit. So Twitter's usually a common thing that it'll get a good database of. But there's screenshots, yeah, there's like a good amount of them. But I physically saw it on Twitter, on the website. I actually went through the comments and I clicked on the SoundCloud at fucking work today, bro, and I was like, you fucking asshole. I had like maybe 100 followers. I was like, come on, you haven't even got any fucking people from this.
Was it how?
I didn't listen to it because I don't have sound on the computers on my work. Yeah, they don't let us listen to anything, but...
So that probably was a troll too. He was probably using like the
Right.
like all
hype.
the hype to drop.
Yeah.
the
Name of the
mixtape.
account was BDBXTJ. It was just slapping the keyboard. He's like, here you go. He's like,
Sounds about right.
here's a fucking name. There you go. And number 1.
Skrillex.
Literally, and he adds a number 1. Just, fuck.
Fucking SoundCloud rapper.
This is gold. All right, Will. I think we got a lot of material today.
I think we did. I think we definitely need to watch the story as it
And
develops.
roll over and come up with some new stuff afterwards.
Yeah.
And come back to it. So, what do we got here? Is this our outro? Is this our outro? Here?
Bitch, it might be. All right.
Cue the music.
Yeah.
So yeah. Wait,
So we're
Scott,
gonna-
can you say that again?
Cue the music.
Cool.
Josh, they didn't see you dropping the bomb.
I know. Well, the bomb got dropped.
The bomb got
The
dropped.
music is playing. We are now onto the plug section.
Yeah, so guys, Talking Backwards is now available on YouTube, Audio Boom, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts. So if you guys enjoy our content, please consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell on YouTube so you know when we post new content. You'll get a notification right on your phone. And if you're an Apple Podcast listener, we'd love it if you rated and reviewed our show. I do have a couple of shout-outs to some new followers that we have.
Oh, what up?
Yeah, I decided we're gonna do this. So today, the great, hilarious podcast Drinks with Larry, follow Friday'd us.
Oh, that's cool.
Gave us
That's what's up.
gave us a hashtag Monday Motivation, hashtag subscribe.
Oh!
So, Drinks with Larry is.
We should have drinks with Larry.
We should have Drinks with Larry.
Yeah.
Hey Larry, get at us.
What do you drink, Larry?
What do you drink?
Well, if you listen to his podcast, you'd know.
Oh, well, alright. Well,
Called him out.
So,
Yeah, I just got-
everybody go listen to Drinks with Larry then.
yep. I'm gonna have to get on that.
Josh, where can we follow you?
Where can we follow me?
Yeah.
I am like in the process of like a heavy rebranding. I don't know. I mean, you could.
I need
go
to
to
find
some-
myself.
You
before-
can go to sunlitaudio.com. That's like the only thing that stays solid like a rock right now. It's not going anywhere.
sunlitaudio.com,
Yep.
the producers of the Talking Backwards podcast. And you guys, Frank, do you have any social media plugs or anything like that? You got a Twitter? You got no. Frank's off the grid.
Yeah,
I think
Frank's
we're
off
all
the grid.
pretty much off the grid. We're gonna go burn our laptops. And
I hide. I don't want to be found, man.
No, that's good. That's good. We got our off the grid correspondent.
yeah, off the grid correspondent. So tell us, campfires, myth or legend?
If you need to contact me, you'll be able to. That's all. If you can't, then there's a reason why you can't, and the date for you to come.
it.
That's it.
He uses a note and a tree stump. Yeah, that went over good.
Do you want to set that out?
Yeah, I know that. Fucking hey, I'm not. You don't even know my name. Nobody. Okay, I'm just a voice in the background, slightly German, maybe not sure. Just
You say that like you're trying to say you're bisexual. Maybe a little bit, but I'm not sure. You're from Germany. You know this.
He doesn't agree with it anymore. He
doesn't agree. Alternative facts on his own history.
Look, man, I've been so fucking tired throughout this podcast.
No,
I'm sleepy, so I've said like maybe 30 words at this point, and it was not good. So I mean,
it's a pleasure to have you. I don't get to see you enough.
Do? Just do that voice changer thing. Like, you know how on the shows they like black out your face and they got the voice changer. Just do that to me. It's like you're all hard. Yeah, just that performance, man. Anyways, I said.
You're a wonderful person.
I've said too much. I'm not even German. I'm from Spain. Anyways. Okay.
I can tell by your olive skin.
Don't describe me just
my aunt lives in Madrid. Where are you from?
Don't you have a Patreon you wanna... Mallorca, motherfucker. Don't you have a Patreon you wanna...
I've never even heard of that place.
Ash?
I don't... Yeah, Ash.
Okay, I've contributed 3 things in there, all geography related today. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
So anyway,
What happened?
this and you guys can follow me on Twitter at Highly Hylian, HIGHLYHYLIAN, and you can also follow the podcast at Talking Backcast. Where we have a huge following, and we want to thank everybody who supported us recently. We have seen a huge upswing in Twitter and our Google Play and our iTunes accounts, and we want to thank you all dearly for your support.
Yes. Thank you.
So from me to all of you, thank you for being on the podcast today. And from me and all of us to you, good night.
G-night?
Au revoir. Wait, that's French, not Spanish. I don't know what that is. I don't know how to say
Are you having an identity crisis?
He's like, that's French, not Spanish. I mean German. No English.
And good night.